What up, YouTube? Coming out to another BMX video. I know I haven't built a bike on the channel in a minute. Been working on my cars, and I still am. I got a lot more content coming on the cars. Got a lot of upgrades coming. But I figured I'd slide y'all a little build. As if I needed any more projects, I went out and got another one. If you pretty much watch my videos, you know mostly I build GTs and dynos, mostly GTs. Don't really build too much outside of that. I built a couple Schwinn like beach cruisers. I did a Stingray before, but other than that, I don't really stray too much out of GT and dyno. So I wanted to do something different for a change. So I snatched up this Predator Freeform Expert. It's pretty much it's a pretty rare bike. They're not worth a ton, but they are worth some money. It's not like a high dollar bike like that because it's not a whole lot of them, so the popularity is not crazy. This is one of the better versions of the Predator. It's full chromoly. The other ones is like steel and heavy. This is a lightweight bike, real deal freestyle. You can tell this is an expert freeform because of the loop in the back. This right here is just a brake bridge. Like it basically has a mount similar to a GT Performer, like an 87 GT Performer that has the pull brake, center pull brake, which I don't have. I need to get one of those. Didn't come with a seat post or a headset. I just threw that stuff on there because I have one. Pretty much just came with a frame and a fork. I'm not going back original with this bike. I am going to keep it patina though. As you can see, it has original paint, original decals and all of that. Even has the OG California license on it. So I rarely build bikes when I get them from a frame and a fork and leave them in original paint. I usually repaint them with something and re-decal them, but this bike I'm kind of feeling a patina. So like I said, I'm doing something different. My goal is to build this bike with like 95% of parts that I already have. Not trying to spend too much money on this bike. I was going to go with a lot of white parts, but when I got this bike I realized it's not white. It's not like a regular white. Like looking at them online, I thought they were just white. So also when I looked at it on the I got it off OfferUp. When I looked at it on OfferUp, I thought it was white too. I thought it just was dirty, but it's actually like a pearl white. So I don't want to get like a lot of new white parts and then it kind of throw the bike off with all these bright white parts and it's pearl bike. But yeah, so I'm gonna do mostly like chrome and polished parts on it. So like I said, it's not going to be original besides the paint and the decals. They worth a little change, but they're not worth enough to build like a catalog build on this bike. For the simple fact, parts are expensive, so buying all the individual parts to make it back original, you will never get your money back pretty much unless you just find somebody that really want an original bike. So with that being said, I'm just going to kind of build it to my liking. But yeah, really solid bike. No rust, no dents, no cracks, no repairs, just wear, just like I say, it's an 86, so it's an 80s bike. I didn't say the year, but yeah, it's an 86, so it's down there 40-year-old bike. So yeah, it's in good condition, I'll say that. But yeah, I'm gonna throw like chrome parts, chrome handlebars. I got the chrome seat post, as you can see. Probably throw like a white Dominator seat. I noticed most of these bikes came with Dominator seats. Just make it a nice rider. These bikes would have came with a Schwinn mag, but I didn't really care for the Schwinn mags. I honestly don't like them. So if I did go mags on this bike, I would just go with some regular 5-spoke Skyways. Or if I run across some OGKs, but they pricey now. So that being said, more than likely for now, I'm just gonna go with a nice spoke wheel, some cool tires, just make it a nice rider. I'm gonna do black parts, especially now that it's a pearl white. I don't really care for doing white tires. Like I did white tires on my 87, obviously, because that's how I originally came on the Performer. But they get so dirty, like the grips and the tires. Like no matter how clean you think your hands is, them grips gonna get super dirty. So I think I'm gonna do chrome with black parts and black pedals, black grips, black seat post clamp, black tire. Like I said, black tires. Probably the calipers and stuff either gonna be polished or black. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with this bike. And I'm gonna give y'all an update on it when I get some more work done. But yeah, all right, y'all.